I didn't expect anything strange to happen that Friday night. After a long, exhausting week, I just wanted silence. The old apartment I'd inherited from my grandmother seemed like the perfect refuge. Dusty shelves, vintage armchairs, the scent of lavender still clinging to the walls. It felt frozen in time. I hadn't lived there long, just a few weeks. I told myself I'd fix the place up, paint, declutter, make it feel like my own. That night, I turned on a warm, soft light in the bedroom and headed to the bathroom for a hot shower. The old tiles were cold under my feet, and the mirror above the sink was oval, antique, and slightly tarnished. It had probably seen generations come and go. As I walked past it, I caught my own reflection. Nothing unusual, just me. But for some reason, I paused. Something about my expression. It didn't feel like mine. I blinked. It was gone. My face was normal again. I smiled. The shower felt wonderful. Steam wrapped around me like a blanket. I closed my eyes, letting the water rinse away the tension. That's when I heard it. A soft tapping sound, like fingernails lightly brushing the mirror. I opened my eyes. Silence. I turned off the water and stood still, holding my breath. A few seconds passed. Then, Alice, my name, whispered, low, distant, but inside the room. I stepped out of the shower, towel clutched to my chest, heart pounding. The room was empty. No open windows, no draft, but the mirror. It was fogged over, except for one clear patch in the middle. And in that patch, I saw something. Not me, behind me. A dark figure in the corner of the room. I spun around. Nothing. I looked back at the mirror. The figure was closer now. I ran to the bedroom and slammed the bathroom door shut behind me. But it didn't feel like I had escaped. The presence, the pressure, it followed. The next morning, I woke to find the mirror perfectly clean. No fog, no fingerprints, just my own face looking back. Only it wasn't quite right. My smile came a second too late. The reflection lagged. I tried covering the mirror, tried storing it away in the closet. It was always back the next morning, hanging exactly where it had been, as if it had never moved. And every day the reflection grew a little more independent. It moved when I didn't. Its eyes lingered longer. Its smile wider. I stopped sleeping. I couldn't bear to close my eyes with that mirror in the house. I kept every light on. Even tried moving to the living room to sleep on the couch. One night, I heard the soft sound of laughter. It wasn't mine. I went to the bathroom door and opened it slowly. The mirror was dark, not foggy, just black, like it had turned into a window. And then a face appeared. Not mine, but familiar. Like a version of me that had never known joy. Her smile was full of teeth. Her eyes had no light. She whispered, almost ready. I slammed the door shut. But I knew. It was just a matter of time. One night, I woke up in the middle of the hallway, facing the mirror. I didn't remember getting up. I didn't remember leaving my room. But I was standing barefoot, staring into my own face. And the reflection was smiling, even though I wasn't. That's when I saw her hand reach out, not mine, but hers, from the other side. The surface of the mirror rippled like water. She was trying to come through. I ran, locked myself in the bedroom. But every night since, I hear her whispering from behind the mirror, calling my name. She says she just wants to switch places. Epilogue. Not over yet. People don't believe me. They say I'm sleep deprived, that I'm imagining things. But I know what I saw. I see her in every reflective surface now. Windows, doorknobs, phone screens. She's getting closer. And one day, when I'm too tired to fight, she'll take my place. So if one day you see someone who looks like me, but the smile feels wrong, don't trust her. That's not me anymore. And she's just getting started. I thought leaving the apartment would help. I packed a small bag, turned off the electricity, and left everything behind, even the mirror. I moved in with a friend across town, someone who didn't ask too many questions. But even on the first night, the feeling didn't go away. The bathroom mirror in her house was smaller, newer, ordinary. But when I brushed my teeth, I saw her, just for a second, standing behind me in the doorway. When I turned, the hallway was empty. I slept with the light on again. The next morning, my friend asked why I kept whispering her name in the middle of the night. But I hadn't spoken a word. She speaks to me now, without needing mirrors. Not always in words. Sometimes it's just a feeling or an urge, a dark, tugging instinct to do something I'd never normally do. One day, while standing at the edge of the subway platform, I felt her urging me to step forward. Not out of sadness, not out of despair, just because she wanted to see what would happen. I stepped back, heart pounding. Later that night, I saw my reflection in a shop window. It smiled at me. Before I even looked up, she's not just inside the mirror anymore. She's inside me. I tried going back to the apartment. I don't know why. Maybe to destroy the mirror. Maybe to understand. The door was still locked. Everything was the same, except for one thing. There were notes on the bathroom mirror, written in something smeared. Maybe lipstick, maybe not. Not done yet. You're mine. Your skin fits me better. Say goodbye. And finally, tonight. That word stayed. I broke the mirror that night, smashed it to pieces with a hammer. The shards went flying. Some cut my arm. I didn't care. But as I sat down, breathing heavily, I looked at the largest shard on the floor, and I saw her face, still whole, still smiling. The cuts from the glass healed too quickly. That was the first sign. Then came the dreams, vivid, too real. In them, she wore my clothes, used my voice, lived my life. She was charming, loved, believed. In the dreams, I was the one in the mirror, forgotten, trapped, screaming where no one could hear me. When I woke up, I found fingernail scratches on the inside of my bathroom mirror. I hadn't touched it, not with my waking hands. I don't know how much time I have left. She's almost fully here now. I feel her in every movement, every word that escapes my mouth with a tone I didn't choose. People say I'm acting strangely. My friend says my smile feels off. I try to tell her it's not me, but the words stick in my throat, like they don't belong to me anymore. Soon, I think she will write the next page of this story. But if you're reading this now, if any of this sounds familiar, I beg you, cover your mirrors. Don't look too long. Don't listen when they whisper. Because if she can come through me, she can come through anyone. It happened sometime between dusk and midnight. I don't remember the exact moment, just the shift. 1 second, I was brushing my hair, staring at my reflection, watching the way my fingers moved like they weren't mine. The next, I woke up on the living room floor, fully dressed, hair wet, fingernails cracked and raw. I hadn't taken a bath. I hadn't even turned on the water. There was only a trail of damp footprints across the apartment, leading from the bathroom mirror to me. I recorded myself while I slept. It felt paranoid, but I had to know. The next morning, I listened. The audio began with silence. Just the creak of floorboards and the soft sound of my breathing. Then at 3:11 a.m., my voice, my exact voice, whispered something into the microphone. She knows now. Another whisper. She's breaking. Then laughter. Not childish, not playful, triumphant. The laughter of someone who's waited a long, long time. Then silence again until 3:33 a.m., when the voice said, "Tomorrow, I'll wear her smile." I deleted the recording, but it didn't matter. I still hear it in my head. I don't recognize my handwriting anymore. Notes appear in my journal. Notes I don't remember writing. My reflection doesn't blink when I do. I receive texts from my own number that vanish after I open them. One simply read, "You were never meant to stay." Even my photos are different. In group pictures, I look slightly off. My eyes focus too far to the side, or my smile looks like it was added after the fact. A friend called and said I seemed hollow the last time we met, but I hadn't seen her in weeks. At least, I don't think I had. I met a woman online who claims she had a similar experience. She called it mirror walking. Said her brother disappeared after letting something in. She sounded terrified. Said it never stops once it begins. Before we could meet in person, she went quiet. Her profile vanished. Her number disconnected. All that remains is a final message, buried in our chat log. Don't let her touch the real world. But it's too late for that. She's already here. Last night, I stared at my reflection for over an hour. She smiled the whole time. And I realized something horrible. She's not trying to become me. She already has. I'm the one on the other side now. That's why my voice echoes a half-second late when I speak near glass. That's why I feel cold, even in sunlight. That's why the world seems dimmer, as if I'm looking through a sheet of fogged glass. I am the whisper behind the mirror now. And the girl who walks through my apartment, who laughs with my friends, who kisses the person I love, that's her. She wears my skin better than I ever did.